Hi everyone, if you want to know how to create this Cabin in the Woods doll prosthetic, keep watching. First of all, take a life cast or a dummy head or whatever you've got that's a head shape. Could be one of those wig heads or something. And apply layers of latex and tissue paper all over the face, just leaving the eye area. And I did about 4 or 5 layers of latex, but I recommend about 8 layers just to make the mask a bit thicker, because my mask, it works, but I think it was just a little bit thinner than I would have liked. So do about 8 layers of tissue paper and latex. Make sure you make sure you put extra layers of tissue paper and latex around the eyes and the nose, just to make sure those areas are quite strong, because when you peel it off the life cast or dummy head, those are the areas where you might get tearing and stuff. And also you want the nose area to maintain its shape. Cover the mouth as well. You only want the eye holes left, and later on we'll cut out the nose holes in the nose. And then when you've got the tissue paper on the mask to make the mask, what you need to do is apply a couple of layers of latex over the top, just to make sure the tissue paper is all completely covered, and smooth it down as best as you can. On this bit I'm just working on strengthening the areas around the eyes and the chin. Then when it's dry, you can speed up the drying process with a hairdryer. Paint it white with acrylic paint, which is what I'm doing here. Just make sure you've got a nice even coat of white all over. Then using a black, paint the detail of the lips, and the lips are sort of small central lips in the middle of the mouth area, sort of like a China doll. Then you need to add an eyebrow either side, like so. And then I used a bit of white paint just to neaten up those eyebrows and make them a bit thinner, just for any little touch-ups. Then take a grey eyeshadow and use that to add a little bit of shading around the mouth area and the cheeks. And what I did is I applied it quite dark and then used some white over the top to help blend it in. It doesn't pick up mega well on camera, but when I put the white over the top, it made sort of like a greyish hint to the white, and it just added that little bit of shading, because I didn't want it too over the top, just a little. And then I did the same in the eye area, either side of the nose, in the sockets. I just added some black eyeshadow and then went over it with a thin wash of white acrylic paint, and did the same for the nose area as well, and it just defines those shapes a little bit more. I may add a bit more shading after I've applied it. Then I've got a heat gun thing, but you can use a hairdryer to speed up the drying process. And then the next job is to peel it off the life cast or mannequin head that you've made it on. What you need to do first of all is lift up all the edges, which can be fiddly because some of the edges can be quite thin, and powder underneath just to make sure they don't stick to themselves and stay off the life cast. Then once you've gone around and took all the edges off, then you need to powder and remove the main part of the mask. Go very carefully when you get to the nose area and the eye area, just in case the mask tears. As you can see, I went all the way around and then did the nose last. And then I had actually smudged a bit of paint, so I'm just touching up the bits that I'd smudged. And then all you need to do is trim around the eye area and trim around the edges of the mask. Reshape it a bit on the life cast and leave it to completely dry, because at the moment it's still a little bit flexible. And that's it, that's how to create a mask for the Cabin in the Woods doll. Hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Thank you for watching.